lonely here in the studio by myself, but at least I have all my new friends on Discord. A toast to you guys.
Yay!
Toast.
Can you untie my hands now?
No.
Guys, help us. Ichi has a knife.
Kill the single ones first, at least.
It's only the knife from a Sengoku driver sharpened to a fine point. Calm down.
Guys, don't worry, I'll find you. I'm already in contact with the police.
You're just like whispering in like the basement window.
It's the Canadian police. They're not gonna do anything.
They're mounted.
Horses can't fit in basements.
It's okay.
Cue the roll
You have
call.
a
We're live!
Connect.
Loading.
Equipment wielder, Bluecaster, Cheetah's Zeal.
Shining through the night. Spellcaster.
Wait.
Burning with the light of a storm. Dragon caster. Armor high.
Storming through the ranks. Lightning caster. YOLO.
Broadcasting loud and opinionated perspectives across the internet.
Radio Sentai Castranger.
On air! Welcome one and all to episode 173 of Radio Sentai Castranger. Once again, I am here in the studio by myself because half our crew fucked off to Youmacon and the other half fucked off to work and watching Thor Ragnarok.
No.
I guess
Fuck
you
you
know,
guys.
who cares?
Wow.
We're the new core casters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like Power Rangers Zeo. We got a whole new cast. Wait, I mean Lost
It was
Galaxy.
Turbo.
I mean Lost Galaxy, you know what I mean.
Lost Galaxy.
Anyways, this week we are talking about Build Episode 9, Kyuranger Episode 36, and because it's my week, we get to talk about a show I like. It's MiniForce, Episodes 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Ichi, looks like somebody's here.
Oh my god, he actually rose from the ashes, I guess. It's Dave!
No, I came from the capital.
Same thing, it's in ashes.
Yeah, except it's, you know, not the Highway 100.
Cue the roll call again!
Wait, what?
We're live!
Connect.
Loading.
Equipment wielder, Bluecaster, Cheetah's Zeal.
Raining from the capital, Mercury caster, Overkill.
Shining through the night. Spellcaster.
Wait.
Burning with the light of a storm. Dragon caster. Armor high.
Storming through the ranks. Lightning caster. YOLO.
Broadcasting loud and opinionated perspectives across the internet.
Radio Sentai Castranger.
On air! Now, welcome to Castranger episode 173. Our sixth ranger busted in at the last minute.
Somebody once told me.
Wait a minute, there's only 4 of us here tonight. Wouldn't he be 5th Ranger?
Shh. Tell that to Geki Ranger and Go Busters and whatever other one started with 3.
Dino Thunder?
One
Dino
Dragon
Charge
Ball
Thunder?
taught us anything. Numbers don't matter.
I mean, Aberray Killer was technically considered.
Welcome to
6th Ranger.
Sentai, where the colors are random and the numbers don't matter.
Ah, yes.
No.
Yes, of course. Welcome to episode
Especially
173.
Kyuranger.
Sponsored by Cluffa.
No, it's sponsored by Fleshlight. Go fuck yourself.
Oh man, poor
Oh, no,
Cluffa,
that-
the Starship Pokemon.
I'm
Well,
still
that-
waiting for my free one.
Dave
No,
decided to pull out the...
it'll be there eventually. It might be slightly used.
Dave
It's
decided
just
to pull
feeling
out
better.
the joke...
Cluffa's kind of
Hold
like-
on. Dave decided to pull out the joke that's just as well used as the Fleshlight he's sponsoring.
Yep.
Got him!
Got him!
Oh, man.
Okay, so, let's talk about Build! So, like,
You
Soichi
gotta
just...
be the one.
So Soichi just casually drops during the recap the reason for Kiryu's foster name. It's literally Rabbit, Tank, and the name of his fucking barber.
God, I love him.
That's hilarious.
No, it's still dumb.
It's dumb, but it's hilarious.
It fits his character.
I can't tell if I want to laugh at it or not.
Did he have to come up with it on the spot, and that's what he could think of?
Probably. Well, how would he come up with Rabbit Tank until he got
Barber, Rabbit, Tank, Super, Best Match.
It's the Family Guy scene. I'm P. T. Griffin.
Damn it. So we get Katsuragi Takumi's sales pitch video for Project Build.
Yep.
So this kind of takes away Sento's title of being the first Kamen Rider to actually create his own belt.
But
I think they were just
he's the
making-
first one to use it.
I feel like they were just making shit up as they went at this point, because they've been told us before that Sento built the build driver. Hell,
Yeah,
it's in an early episode. He built the build driver in order to detect best matches.
I think that it was more along the lines of that was a mistranslation.
Maybe?
I think instead of building, he didn't build the build driver. I think it was more along the lines of he modified it.
Yeah.
But, like,
Maybe.
What
I
did
just
he-
I wish
but,
they
like-
would have said it.
the thing is, like, if you look at Takumi's video, it looks exactly the same. Nothing's different. If Sento, quote-unquote, modded it, what the fuck did he do?
I mean,
He
maybe
added that little
Maybe-
splash of color.
Maybe he made it so that he could fit in it because not everyone could fit in it.
Well, no,
Or
we
maybe-
learned this episode that the prerequisite for using it is just to have a hazard level of 3 or above.
I mean, we know for a fact it's the same driver because he said Soichi said he stole it,
Yeah.
which he didn't say before.
Like, now I need to, like, go back and watch all the episodes and see if Sento explicitly said that he created it. I need to ask Lane because he just rewatched all the episodes.
But one thing that I took away from that whole speech pitch thing was the music, the background music was like domain music because they heard that in like a wrestling show before.
So one thing that happened during that video that kind of triggered some PTSD in me is he spouted the phrase "Mugen no Kanose," and I just went, "Ghost, kill it!"
Did
Um,
Overkill leave?
but yes,
At
I
least
can't
he didn't
really.
say space kata.
Yeah.
I can't really add anything.
Coming up, I can feel it.
The music was haunting.
I
me
hope
the
he
whole time.
does.
Other than that, I do like the personality we finally seen of this guy.
Yeah, he seems to have like he tries hard, but like as we learned from his mother, him emoting is kind of a challenge.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Does that mean he would get along well with Naga?
Maybe.
Probably.
Actually, wait. That means that now I can think of 3 characters who don't have emotions: Chase, Naga, and whatever this guy's name is.
I
right.
also have to add that there is a fourth character that does not have emotions. And he's
Hero.
from Double.
I haven't seen Double, so I would explain it.
Hero.
Excel.
Oh,
he has
yeah.
an emotion. He has one emotion, angry.
He has one. Yeah, so does. Oh, then okay. Then if that's the case, Chase has one emotion. Asshole.
Well,
I thought his one emotion was heartbreak.
I was
Guys,
about to
you're-
say that.
you're forgetting Hero. He has no emotions.
No, his emotion is dickishness,
His emotion
24/7.
is no thank you.
Okay.
Oh yeah, heartbreak too.
Anyways, so we get a proper explanation on hazard level, which actually explains the nonsense from episode 2 where Kazooie's girlfriend died because she was only hazard level 1. So
Yeah.
when that happened, I thought that maybe hazard was something they added specifically to kill her, but no, apparently
Yeah.
the hazard level that any one person has is their resistance to nebula gas. So hazard level 1, if they get experimented on like Kasumi did, they're going to die. Hazard level 2, if any person has, then they can survive being turned into a smash. And
But
apparently
they will also
hazard-
lose their memory.
Yeah. And hazard
Well,
level
potentially.
3 is required to successfully use the drivers. Which makes me wonder,
Now-
like, what exactly
Next
the hazard
episode, we're
level
gonna
is of,
have
like,
the Dragon Rider.
and
This is
now,
what,
is
I don't.
there,
They
like-
would have spoiled it in the next time or
you know,
whatever.
when then that flashback to Banjo saying, "Oh, that's me too," and then you do the flashback with Blood Stark saying he was like
he's at
2.7.
2.6, 2.7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, oh yeah, you need to be at hazard level 3 or higher in order to not be a monster, in order to use the
What
build
I-
driver. But he's at 2. But he's started out at 2.5. Yeah,
don't-
I know the mathematic thing we all learn is, hey, if it's higher than 5, you can round. I don't think it works here.
I don't
No.
think they meant I don't think Bloodstark was talking about his hazard level. I feel like they can also measure the bottles themselves in hazard levels.
I just
Then-
Yeah, true.
I just
Actually,
wanna
wait,
know-
that would actually make sense since he only.
Only the dragon bottle. That is what I was thinking.
Yeah, build uses 2 bottles, so that would probably
Yeah.
make it so that the hazard level is doubled. So
Doubled.
I don't think so.
doubled.
The hazard level is relevant to the person themselves, not the bottles.
I also
Well, no, I
think
mean, like,
the
it
one
could be
thing I
like the
do-
bottles have like a certain like stress limit, so it's like oh, it stresses out the person using it.
I
I
don't
also
think
think
so.
that the
I don't.
the whole what, goddamn, I've already forgotten the term. What is it called? The hazard
Hazard?
level. The whole hazard level thing is bullshit. It's kind of like power levels because goddamn it, he gets more hazard level by fighting, just by fighting in general. Like,
No,
He's
it
like,
has
"Oh,
to do.
you've got-"
No. He was building up his hazard level because he's A, fighting with the bottle in his hand, and B, getting angrier.
yeah, but how does
I thought it
getting
was doing
angry
push-ups
make
at
you
10
immune
times
to-
normal gravity.
But how does getting angry make you immune to gas?
It's not that it makes you immune to gas; it's that you're more able to utilize it, sort of.
It's that your gas gets stronger.
Let's remember that this is magic gas from Mars, so the rules are not exactly normal here.
Also,
One
this is
deadly part.
Kamen Rider. When does it have to make sense?
Yeah,
Like 90% of the
Like,
time.
Yeah, 90%. Like
this show
there's
is
only
just
There's only like 2 shows I can think of Kamen Rider where the physics don't make sense.
as of this episode.
One of them being O's.
This show is finally starting to have some cracks in its own wall with regards to its rules, particularly relating to the fact that
Hey.
Sento
The
didn't
sky
make his
wall?
own belt.
Well, we know this guy has more than cracks in it. It has giant holes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
government sanctioned checkpoint size holes.
Government
fuck's
sanctioned
sake.
holes.
Yep.
They're
I'll
glorious,
give you
I heard.
Government
Uh,
sanctioned hole.
Government sanctioned holes for him to shove his build crusher into.
And then, of course,
And then
That's-
to
Followed
have-
by the
and then-
spin.
and then vortex finish inside.
Oh my.
yeah.
Vortex
Shut
Blu-ray.
a tip.
So apparently the reason Faust was doing their human experimentation is because they were looking for people who would be worthy enough to use the build driver, people with a high enough hazard level. So that kind of explains every monster of the week and kind of shoots down my theory that they're trying to build the ultimate life form to smash the skywall. Although,
Mhm.
maybe that is a byproduct where they're trying to build this military Kamen Rider force and maybe use them to break the wall.
I think it's just supposed to be that they're all like all the people who got corrupted by the Pandora box are
Yeah,
just trying to make one big war.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
the
it's
thing.
just gonna
because-
be. It's literally just gonna be like, oh, we're making an army of these guys because the other guys over there don't have an army of these guys.
Actually,
So
wait a
we're gonna
minute.
Send an army of these guys over to those guys, and we're gonna take over those guys' lands.
Maybe like the Pandora box whole thing is like it's like a test.
That's what I was
So-
saying a while back. I was thinking that maybe the Pandora's box has issued like a game or a challenge of some
Well,
sort.
yeah, a game, but no, I was thinking it's a test from like the people like the Martians or whatever. They were
Yeah, yeah.
like they're saying, "Oh, hey, before we associate with you, we want to know if you're assholes or not."
And,
That would
and
make
think about
sense
it. The
because-
3 people who want to go to war are Gentoku and the 2 other military leaders, all of which were exposed to the Pandora's box event.
That would
Yeah.
make sense for the game thing because Bloodstark's called
The
kind
Game
of called
Master.
a game.
So, for some reason, the Strong Smash Hazard from last week, even though it was basically an upgraded version of the same Smash that produced the Gorilla Bottle, Apparently, the Strong Smash Hazard produced the lock bottle. So now I have no fucking clue what the rules are for Smash.
The power was
bottle.
unlocked.
Oh,
Fuck you.
but before that, they were Emu. Not oh my god.
Emu?
Sento
Emu and Hero were fighting over who gets to date Poppy?
Yeah, Sento and Banjo were arguing over the ethics of devil scientist experiments. And this is the time where this is the part of the episode where I'm like, no, Sento, you're wrong, dude.
Well, there's kind of arguments for each side here. Like,
I mean, if the theory that he's actually what's-his-face, whatever, if that's true, then, I mean, then it would make sense. Like, he thinks it's right because it's what he did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If he's actually the scientist.
Are you saying if Takumi is Bloodstark?
Well, no, if Sento is Takumi.
Oh, yeah, that's a thing that's still probably going to happen.
Yeah, so like it would make sense that he's defending his actions because it's the actions he would have taken because it's the actions he did take.
It's not just that, it's because he's a scientist and he understands that science isn't inherently evil, it's the people who misuse it that are evil. So that's why I understand his point of view on that.
Same.
Has anyone in the show, I have a theory that just popped into my head and I have to say it out loud. So has anyone in the show, other than Build, seen the not Bat, but the other one?
Stark?
No, not yet.
Anyone in the show other than Build seen him?
Yeah, he fought Ryuga this week. Or last week, or
Damn
whatever.
it. Because I thought he would be a figment of his imagination. Because honestly, up until this point, I don't think anyone's seen him other than him.
Well, this week we saw him, like, marching out with an army fucking...
Well, I mean, if that's the case, then he's also a figment of Night Rogue's imagination.
Other than Build, like, because I don't think anyone...
how about the person he's interacted the most with, Night Rogue?
Yeah, but he could be something else.
I'm nothing but a drug-induced hallucination. You ingested too much Nebula gas.
Banjo physically fought him. We saw that in a flashback of this episode.
Wondering which would break first, your spirit or your high?
Okay.
But it's probably the point.
Yeah, the others are gonna watch this and be like, what the fuck did we do? We're never leaving again.
So this week we meet a new character, Nanba Juzaburo, the president of Nanpa Heavy Industries, the company that Takumi's dad worked for, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And the instant Gentoku sees him, he just like stands up in the bath and bows to him, and I just imagine Nanba going, "For the love of God, sit back down. I don't need to see bat dick."
Yep.
God.
I literally... So I was watching the episode on Rabbit with a friend of mine because he's never seen Build, and I literally paused it just before that point. It went, "See, this is the reason why I can't show this show to other people." And he goes, "Why?" "Ah, he's naked."
I mean,
why
at
is
least
he wearing
it's not...
clothes in that bath?
I mean, at least it's not like that scene from Chokuger where the guys were spying on the girls in the bathhouse, and then we found out like 10 episodes later that they're like 12.
Oh
no! Legal in
Japan making everything uncomfortable.
But 12's legal in Japan.
I never thought of that.
It's a Japanese show.
In Japan.
So we get a scene
Oh,
of Sento.
well, we got a new guy and then he already left.
We get a scene of Sento at work, and we all noticed when Lena and I were watching it, we noticed Sento's the only one not wearing a uniform. Do they just like give him a pass to wear Casual Friday every day?
You're a superhero, so you just wear whatever the fuck you want.
Well, I mean, like, yes,
No,
they know
he's
it's him,
the
but he
charity
doesn't...
mental disabled patient who doesn't understand what uniforms are.
I have amnesia. I don't need a uniform.
What's a uniform?
But yeah, like, you were saying that they know he's Build, but I'm like, Sento doesn't know that they know that he's Build.
I mean,
and in that
maybe,
scene...
maybe they're not supposed to think it through. It's supposed to make it so that they can know, that everyone knows who Sento is on screen.
Sento finally...
Because, I mean, the other two guys looked very similar to him. Like, they even had the same color hair.
Yeah.
So it's just like, make it be like, okay, yeah, here's Sento because he has different clothing on and a yellow scarf.
And
He
we
finally
and we learn
talks
the
to his
names
friend.
of these two numpties, Kuwata and Kawai, who, the minute you see them
Or-
idolize Katsuragi, you can already tell something's wrong.
Kawato. Yeah, the other one was just like, yeah, he's pretty cool.
He's pretty cool, I guess. I'm low-key about it.
We probably not Doris bugs figured out by now. It's really cool.
Face.
And
You
so
know.
Nariaki comes in and tells him to pull an all-nighter because the government's coming.
Damn
And
his face.
Sento calls Nariaki a cyborg, and I kind of think that's a hint.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
I did too.
he's gonna
I
be
did.
one of those the
Kaisers?
Kaisers. Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's gonna be the refrigerator one because he's cold. The cold, unfeeling machine.
Yeah. And then we get
There's a movie
whole-
about that.
And then we get a story. The B plot of this episode is Kazooie taking Misora out for an adventure on the town because she
Yeah.
hasn't been outside in years.
And she's shut in. And his and to make sure they don't get caught, to become Fourze.
Yeah, Kazooie.
Yeah, I was
basically
about to
cosplays
say.
Kentaro.
I was about to say,
But
yeah, he
ooh,
didn't say the thing that would make
Yeah.
it make Overkill mad, but I mean,
He
I
might
think
as
they
well.
were
Almost
referencing-
there. It's very. I almost did you just. Almost.
But
I was
oh,
right
there.
Misora and that Seifuku.
Up. Well, there's a
Oh.
rabbit on screen now.
I gotta
wow.
say, she made up in spades for all of the Miitan bullshit up till now.
Yeah.
So that one outfit she tries on with the leather jacket, fucking Dave was like, "Oh, you got a fucking Photoshop Boxo Pike in there."
I already posted that in the Discord.
Yeah.
I was like, I asked in the Discord first, and it was like,
Did you
all
guys?
right, I guess
did
I'll
you,
ask Chris
Did you
because
guys?
I was hoping that you'd use it as a thumbnail.
Oh, that's what you asked for.
did
Well,
you guys
shit, I was
notice
just
that-
started learning Photoshop today.
Did you guys notice that they bought another one of the giant rabbit plushies that she already has one of?
I mean,
Yep.
it's like Pringles. Once you pop, the fun don't stop.
It's like her
Rabbit!
virginity. Once you pop, you
Rabbit!
just can't stop.
Best match.
Multiply.
So their
She's
problem.
never allowed to go
Multiply my
outside. I wonder
children.
where she gets her masturbation done.
In the tank.
When everyone else is fighting.
Yeah, that's
Bonjo
where she
and-
purified them.
Yeah, that's
She,
how.
she has an alternate reality on Pornhub.
That's where she's the real idol.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
that's why everyone recognizes her voice. Huh? Oh, I've jerked off to that.
It's just like it's like Sam's like, ah, finally I can sleep. I've been working all day. No. Why is this bed wet?
What? It's like, finally I could sleep. What is that schlicking noise?
Oh.
Anyways, so we discover that this giant device that Misora goes into to purify bottles is strictly for the purpose of making sure she doesn't go into a coma for another week. So, like, what does she go into the machine and then a needle comes out and injects caffeine into her veins?
No,
Maybe.
it like what it does is that it puts the I think what it is like nebula gas. Like it has the ability to take the nebula gas out of her
Glass?
body because she's yes, glass. The nebula glass. I'm gonna call it glass from now on, just for you. So it takes the nebula glass out, and it like it's so that she doesn't become overexposed to it
Well,
because it's
I'm
always in her body because she was exposed to so much.
I'm still
of it.
I'm still holding on to the thought that maybe she's like from Mars or as
Well, no,
from
they
the
said no.
box.
She from what the episode said, she's clearly human. It's
Yeah,
just
they've
that
already
that
established that
bracelet.
she's human now.
Oh yeah,
Like it's
maybe
oh
that's
yeah,
like
it's the
since she
bracelet.
was-
It's definitely the bracelet.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
she was in
and
a
it-
coma for 7 years.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, how old is she?
At this point, she's 16.
Old enough.
enough.
If she's any younger than if she's I don't know, but she's like if she's like
16 now.
18, 16,
Yes, 16.
that means she's a 16-year-old with the mind of a 9-year-old.
Yeah.
Makes
and
That explains a lot.
that explains
Yeah.
me very much.
That explains
That
her
ex-
playing with
I'm
that
a
cow
33-year-old with the mind of a 12-year-old.
I
And
mean, I mean, that explains why she doesn't understand that people are probably jerking off to Miitan.
It explains why she was playing with that cow organ thing a while back.
Well, Banjo doesn't care. Okay,
It explains why she thinks overalls look good.
Yeah, that. And yes, Face Core is right. We still don't have explanation on Soichi alchemizing that fucking tablet at the
end
of episode 1.
We also don't know anything about anything. He could still be Bloodstark.
True.
Yeah.
Like we don't know anything about that. We don't know anything about that character other than he's either really strong, he's been exposed to way too much of the Nebula glass, or he's too much into into bondage, and he's really good at flexing things.
He's Sentai Kamen.
Oh no!
We brought it back to my first episode, everybody.
All right, and that's it. I'm changing his name.
No, please don't.
So Night Rogue tries to nab Misora while they're out in the open, but Bloodstark stops him again, and you can totally tell that eventually these two are gonna fight because they're just staring into each other's eyes, and I'm just like, just fuck already.
Again, she is 9.
No, I mean Night Rogue and Bloodstark.
Oh, okay.
And the counter argument.
There's a comic of that somewhere, I assure you.
A Nin comic?
If he needs to get 9-year-old pussy, he'll do it. His girlfriend.
He's the government. He can have anyone he wants. Oh God!
And we just got demonetized, everybody. We just got demonetized.
Well, no. See, I think I know what his catchphrase is now. You know, I like my women like I like my whiskey. 10 years old and full of coke.
And locked in my basement.
Oh
no!
10 years old and full of Nebula glass.
So apparently Gentoku's motivation is to militarize the rider system in order to prevent Toto from being taken over by the other countries. And to this end, which a logical move that I do not understand entirely, steal the Pandora's box in order to incite the war so that his father will man the fuck up and go forward with the Kamen Rider military project.
I will make this thing disappear, which will make people angry and want to fight each other. How does that work? They'll just be like, wait, where the fuck did it go? I don't know. Someone stole it.
Now, not only that,
that person I want you to fight stole it, I swear.
Who stole it? I don't know. That Kamen Rider looking guy.
Who stole the Pandora's box from the Pandora's box jar? It was you? Not me. Comfy. Then who?
I wonder who stole the Pandora box. Look, a clue.
Oh, bring back that joke, everybody.
Just Sento pulls out his handy dandy notebook.
Yeah, but
and then Banjo comes out and he's like, mail time.
No, that's the built phone.
No, mail time. Just mail time, like MALE, because he's a manly man. Mail time, and then he just starts punching everyone.
God. Gintoku's whole character motivation of ambition kind of fits with their 3 divided. They were gonna do the romance of the 3 kingdoms thing with them being Sao, because I can't remember right now.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, oh dude, Gintoku, you look like Sao. Where'd it go?
So, Sento catches Kawada, who, surprise, surprise, works for Faust, gassing the entire building, which was obviously part of the deliberate plan where they told him to work an all-nighter so they could get them all in the building, gas them, and then unlock the box room. I mean,
actually, saying it was an all-nighter gave them an excuse to stay there after closing. Yeah. So he expected Sento will pass out. Sento will pass out, maybe wake up later, and then have one of them have him go after the one guy as a distraction, while the other guy does all under the safety.
Yep. And because there was no reason to use it before this week, we finally get Lion Cleaner form.
I mean, after seeing how powerful it was, yeah, there's no reason to use it before this.
I mean, all it does is shoot fists of the Beast King and suck.
Yeah. But yeah, that was.
Does that mean it's the beast sucking?
The Hawk Smash? I don't remember what it was. Yeah.
It was the Flying Smash. Not even like the Flying Smash Hazard version, just straight up another Flying Smash. So what is it? I bet you fucking anything that it's not gonna make another Taka bottle though.
Kamen Rider, another Flying Smash.
Because fuck this show just likes to not give a shit about its own rules.
Fuck logic, am I right, boys?
The form names are already a garbled mess of undecipherable logic.
It will make trains, please no. Did he even take the essence from him?
Yeah, he did.
He did, and then Kawada pulled out another bottle to basically sprinkle himself with suicide.
Suicide Smash. He turned into the Suicide Smash.
Or for all we know, he just turned himself invisible.
Bring up
He'll just come back every week, and then like after he's defeated, just sprinkle himself with invisibility.
He killed himself before he dropped his shell. He was all like, "I gotta tell you something, man.
This guy's still alive."
Yeah.
Wait, no way. This guy who everyone is saying is probably still alive is still alive?
We already knew that.
God.
Man.
Oh my god, this character's listed as a main character? Is a main character?
That person who's like super important is not dead?
Someone who was pronounced dead got more than 5 minutes of airtime?
No.
Someone who died came back in a Kamen Rider show?
What
that never happens.
He needs to stay dead like Kyria.
So I know Lane's gonna want me
because dead people should be dead.
I know Lane's gonna want me to mention
people die when
that,
they were killed.
When they all start marching out to steal Pandora's box, Stark leads the Faust bots like it's fucking Anakin Skywalker in Episode 3.
Yep.
And we go back to children.
Yep.
And Stark is still cooler than Anakin because he has swagger.
Except this time, instead of killing the children, he's gonna rape them.
Stark, why?
I mean, you said
it's just training.
I mean, actually, thinking about it, we have no clue what Anakin did with those bodies after he killed them.
Ah! It's rough and coarse.
He had to reward those stormtroopers somehow.
Oh no! No! I don't like Star Wars, and I think that's horrible.
Execute Order 69.
Okay, that was funny.
Oh, it was pretty good.
Oh, so next week's episode, actually stealing the box, Sento accuses Stark of being Takumi, and Key Dragon form.
We forgot about the big...
Oh yeah, you know why? Because I fucking don't care about her. Sawa has been feeding photos of build to Nanba. What does that even mean?
Okay, for a second there, I literally just imagine him like giving a sandwich full of pictures.
It's like
You want photo evidence? I'll give you photo evidence.
When we called her,
that needs to be the thumbnail.
Oh my god.
When we called her like Peter Parker or whatever, the immediately thing is like, here you go, J. Jonah Jameson. Photos of Spider-Man. It's a menace to society.
Photos of pictures of Kamen Rider.
It's a menace to society.
What's a Kamen Rider anyway?
Yeah,
I'm not talking. His mustache is just controlling my mind.
And Face Court just posted in our chat an image of Sento and Kazooie as Blue's Clues and the Mail.
Steve.
Can I use that as the thumbnail?
No.
I vote he does.
Yay! Best match.
I mean my Mario review continues.
What has my show become?
I meant to put that up. I'm gonna change it.
It's fine. I don't care.
This is what happens when you're never on it.
Yeah, this is what happens when everyone leaves and you invite a bunch of fans.
Yeah. Alright. That does it for build. Let's go on to Kyuranger.
Oh, he's gone. Yosha Lucky!
So, the cold open.
I did not watch this.
the pre-opening song scenes are back after not having them for 3 weeks.
'Cause consistency.
What's that?
Congratulations.
Not real.
So we get a
Please
flashback to
continue.
Lucky talking to his dad. Believe in your
And
luck, you
then-
can save the universe. Harsh cut to everyone burning to death.
Like, hey, Lucky, I love you.
That was
I love you. Lucky.
Son, with your luck, you can do anything. And it's like, I did this, Dad. I killed everyone.
Oh no!
Said I could be whatever I wanted.
You said I could be. They said I could be anything, so I became an arsonist.
I want to be Don Armage, Dad.
I just wanted to get them fired up.
I just wanted to give them hot.
I just wanted to be. I just wanted to be Jark Matter, Dad.
Everyone said it was cold.
Where'd you learn this, son? I learned it from watching you.
So, more proof that I think Garo is actually gay for Lucky is throughout this entire episode.
You needed more proof?
No,
Well,
but it's
I-
always
I'm
nice
already
to have.
convinced that he's gay.
No, he's gay.
Let's start with the fact
Yeah.
that he's watching him fucking sleep, and Lucky's just okay with this.
Lucky, were
It's
you
his
okay?
guard
No-
dog guards him at night.
Hey, look.
You know,
Hey,
Gar,
They're
I
in
was really
space. There
concerned
is no
about.
night.
I was really concerned about you doing this the first time it happened, but with this thing, the 30,000s, I'm okay with it now.
Hey, Lucky, I was watching you sleep. Are you okay?
Hey, lucky I was
Does
watching.
Gar
you
like
sleep. I didn't
abridged
morning
Red
wood.
13 now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck
Wait
him.
a minute.
So Hoshi Minato, who is now Silver, announces his alliance with the Kyurangers.
Wait, really?
Yeah, did you look at his face? He's Silver now.
He upgraded. He went from
He hasn't
from
played
Beatbuster to
Overwatch in so
Stagbuster.
long, so he went down from gold to silver.
He went from Beatbuster to Stagbuster.
Ooh.
So he got a promotion?
No, he went down a
Beat
rank.
J stuck.
Jeep Base Tag was the better of the two, so I count that as a promotion.
Sure. This is Sentai. Who cares? So we get a distress
I don't think
call.
he is silver. I think that's just bad. I think that's just like a weird edit.
Well, if we see him again and his face is silver, we'll know.
Or it
Yeah.
might be bronze this time.
Yep.
You
God
know,
help us if he goes up to platinum.
Aw.
my God, he'll summon Garatina.
So they bust out the QLED, and unsurprisingly, Lucky and whoever else gets chosen to go to answer the distress call from Ruse. And
Lucky
we get,
got chosen on the Q
It
LED.
was-
No.
and we
the
get
original
probably
team.
my favorite Daikon yet.
It's pretty
Unjet.
much. Yeah.
It's Octodad in a mech suit.
No, it's
Yeah.
Ultros in a Magitek suit. Final Fantasy VI reference there.
Basically, no, it's Krang from the Ninja Turtles.
Sure, that too.
I still like the idea of Octodad in a mech suit.
Sure,
Called
why
every
not?
time I said, because he looks so much like Krang, like the puppet itself.
I love how his main goal he wants to ride the legendary beast. He's about to die. He just sits on the Megazord's head, dies. I got to ride it. I have no
I
I
regrets.
did it! I can die happy now. That's just like how Lane grabs the controller from me while I'm playing Final Fantasy 13, pushes buttons for 3 seconds, and then hands it back to me. Okay, now I can say I've played it. You fuckwit.
Oh, someone left.
But yeah, I love Unjet. Not only is he hilarious, but I love just the concept. It's fucking Ultros in a Magitek suit. And the plot device of the week is the Kojishi Voyager. Now, the subs translated it as Caesar, but I almost want to say it's supposed to be Shisa, as in, Shisa from mythology and also the Digimon. But the way they're saying Za instead of Sa at the end, it might actually be Caesar.
I mean,
Sure, let's go with that.
I'm trying to think of something. I mean, in Rome they used lions in the Colosseum and stuff.
I don't know.
So I mean, that's as far as I'm going. As
Yeah.
far as I can go.
But him,
Also,
an
uh,
animatronic lion, his best friend.
oh, wait, never mind.
Yep.
Rough childhood.
Just the whole episode. I gotta save Caesar, my only friend. Garu pouts in the background.
He's like,
All around me are familiar
it would have been better if they just cut to Garu. He's like, I'm gonna kill her.
Oh, that would have been funny if like he tried to sabotage him or like give him to Unjet.
Oh, my friend.
He started chasing him down.
Like, no, I want to see
like a dog and cat.
Lucky and Caesar like alone, and then Garu and Caesar, and then Garu just kicks like punts Caesar.
Kicks
like,
him off the spaceship.
Like I just like later on, like next episode, cut to like Caesar's on top of like a dresser or something, and Garu's like trying to reach him, just barking. Like he throws a power to distract him, he runs after it.
Yeah.
Pulls a JoJo, and it's all like, goodbye, Caesar.
So
terrible.
we also meet Gia, who is Lucky's caretaker, guardian, because
Grandpa? Well,
surprise, fucking surprise, Lucky is the prince of the Leo Galaxy.
What?
Fuck this
Never saw
show.
that coming.
You know what's weird? It's like right when they showed the episode with where Lucky was not lucky with Ikagan, and they showed the flashback. I was like, yeah, that's definitely a prince outfit.
Yeah. No, we all saw this coming for sure, but just seeing the confirmation, just like, fucking really?
But dude, I bet those stupid Japanese kids were like, oh my god.
So Dave has dropped out in case no one noticed because he hasn't watched the episode. Thanks for coming!
You were great.
Come back, Dave.
Well, I got to be on an episode with Overkill. My life is complete.
There we go. You're welcome!
He's back!
Goodbye! Goodbye!
The challengers left.
Goodbye!
Done.
Cue the roll call again. Don't actually.
Kill the roll call one more time. Fuck it.
But yeah,
Kyuranger the roll call.
So even though Lucky's in his ranger form, Gia knows that it's Lucky in there because you're the only fuckwad in the entire galaxy who says Yosha Lucky.
One thing that like even as a caretaker was still confusing is that he's like, no, Lucky, I don't trust you. You're gonna kill yourself. I'm like, no, he's a red fucking ranger, bitch.
I mean, technically he's right. Lucky did die.
Too much plot armor to ever die.
Well, I mean, he did die that one time.
Yeah.
I got better.
But it's just
and also I realized something because they replayed that scene earlier in the episode. That Phoenix power is amazing. It even repaired his shirt.
Yeah. And they're like,
I was gonna say, he's a protag. Death is merely an inconvenience.
death is a plot point.
yeah.
But
But yeah, so like they're trying to convince Gia to let Lucky do his thing, and they're like, "Oh, thanks to his luck, we've managed to have many successes and save the galaxy." And Gia's just like, "Oh, it was definitely a fluke." Yes, 35 episodes of flukes.
This whole series is a fluke, man.
I'm
and
genuinely.
there was that one episode where he wasn't lucky.
I am genuinely surprised this did not devolve into a clip show of them like, yeah, here's how Lucky saved us this time.
Without like the debut episode.
No, we already had the clip show episode.
I know. That's
So
probably
it's a
why.
Phoenix, Ryu Commander, Koguma Sky Blue. Basically, Lucky's always been there to luck his way out of a situation.
It was a fluke. Show Rampo comes out of nowhere. Let me tell you about Kyutama.
Also, this was a while ago, but when they did the Q roulette, it was so like, oh, here, we gotta spin it because we have to.
Q enough Q or whatever.
Whatever.
We need to bring up the sales. They're not selling enough. Put it back in the show.
Yeah.
You just see Suguri in the background, just like getting his band stuff
out.
together. Yeah, he's just in the background with Singer, just like getting the band ready in the background.
And that was around the same time.
Guitar.
That was around the same time you cut to the subplot of we're trying to get through the force field thingy or whatever.
Yes, the home base of Dark Matter, The planet that's in the galaxy, symbolized by a fucking Christian cross.
They're protected by the power of Jesus.
Yeah, Space Jesus.
Super mega death Jesus.
It's weird that when I thought cross, I didn't think of Jesus. I thought of the original Sentai.
Black Cross King.
Exactly, that's what I thought.
That might be mostly the reference.
That's probably it.
But they very visibly show us the galaxy, and it is an actual cross.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And I mean, the planet, I think, is also an actual cross.
Yeah, probably.
I think we saw that.
So then we discover. So as Gia is talking about how Lucky's a prince, we learn that Lucky's father is King Aslan.
Lucky, ride me.
Ride me.
Weird guys.
Ride me.
God, King Aslan, you motherfuckers.
Which
Lucky.
became
I can explain everything.
The Lion King?
So the White Witch became a cyborg dude.
God damn it.
Actually,
Lucky, I can explain everything. Just go into my closet and we can talk this out like normal.
Here, come on.
So, whatever. Lucky goes Orion, uses his fucking Kiwami ass powers to defeat Unjet.
I love how it was just like, why can't I hit you anymore? Because I don't want you to.
Because I believe that you have a terrible aim.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really?
It's like the Kyurangers. I can see it, so it's true.
It's
like the Tokugers.
Yeah, I was like, are we pulling some Tokuger bullshit here? Come on, we're better than this.
Hey, I like Tokuger.
Are they?
Not anymore.
No.
So whatever, they defeat Unjet. He grows giant, including the mech, which was odd, but whatever. And then Caesar becomes the giant Super Q-Reno, which Lucky just names himself. Like, it's not... It doesn't
Super
Q-Reno. Lucky literally just fucking names it himself, because fuck you.
I mean, Takaharu did that with Shurikenjin. Hell, and even after that, it literally just said its name out loud.
Sure, but that's Ninja, and we don't care.
That's not real.
Kyuranger is above that standard.
Then
well,
they became...
It used to be.
And... Because, in that canon didn't look stupid and retarded at all.
How does is Spot even necessary then? Because the canon's completely covering up his Kuchama. He cannot see.
Who really
Spada doesn't need to see. He's a chef.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know what's going on, and then they pull in a ninja and Spada gets launched out.
Maybe there's like a camera on the barrel of the gun, and just like the heads-up display is in Spada's cockpit.
Here, I'll tell you the real
Spada, we're gonna need you to do something. What? Gets sucked up by the cannon, gets shot out.
Fire the Kyurangers!
Just like every single other...
Oh god, there's 12 of them.
Every single ranger in that thing who's not Lucky, Spada's worthless. He doesn't matter.
Yes,
he makes some food.
I mean, sure, he can be annoying at times, but I wouldn't call him worthless. He's a nice guy.
I like the character. It's just that in the context of the show, he's not,
No,
why...
he's there to marry Washu Pink. That's his purpose.
I mean, I hope so.
He's there to give Raptor the shaft in more ways than one.
He's there to stick his face beak into her nose hole.
Oh, his nose into her
if
hole.
they have if they had to have like a whatever many years after for the final movie, if they have like Spada and Raptor with the children, I'm like, how?
No. Instead, they're gonna be like
Kyutama magic.
Surprise.
I mean, androids. I mean, there is a thing like androids are part human, but I mean, like
they're gonna do it 10 years after, and we're gonna hate it because it's like, haha, Hammy and Spot.
They're gonna do it 10 years after, and it's just gonna be that.
We all know that eventually.
And instead of Kotaro's actor, it's gonna be Chihiro's actor.
We all know that eventually Spada and Raptor will get together, and clearly Hammy is gonna fuck Champ.
I mean, they did have, like, last episode, it was really Hammy.
He likes to go bull riding on the weekends, that's all.
Oh my.
No, Hammy.
But yeah, no,
Naga
and Naga seems to be a thing now as of the Idol episode last week, and I'm fully in support of that.
I thought they were gonna do.
Three-way.
I thought they were gonna do Hammy and Garu. Don't know why.
That's bestiality.
So is Lucky and Garu.
Yes, but it's gay, so that makes it okay.
They cancel each other out.
The difference is Lucky doesn't want to fuck him.
Probably also not with Lucky's consent. He's just like, oh no, Garu, stop. Lucky,
Garu, please, untie me.
I love you, Lucky.
So anyways,
that's why you have to let me tie you up, Lucky. It makes perfect sense.
If you love me, let me go.
Garu wants to put Lucky on a leash.
Yeah.
So anyway, they defeat Unjet, who cares? And then we discover that King Aslan works for Jark Matter. And honestly, until I saw the next week episode preview, the way they shot the scene and the scene right after, I thought that maybe, like, Cool Guy was Aslan. Did anyone else get that idea?
No, but like, I could see what you meant.
Aslan works for Jark Matter. Cue Cool Guy waking up in a lab. I was like, oh my god, did they roboticize Aslan into Cool Guy?
Yeah.
But then no, we see.
I mean, they did have two Robotniks working for him.
Yeah.
But then it was
and then we see Aslan in the episode preview.
Robot again was.
Ride me.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait a minute. I think they were trying to make a Narnia reference with this one. The monster was trying to ride the lion.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Ride me. Ride me.
Yeah. So they built the new robot body because they can do that. They're Jark Matter.
More like Jerk Matter.
More like jerk offs.
And then he went super crazy, and he's all like, "I'm a crazy cyborg robot, rawr, I'll kill you, Lucky."
It was really weird when he said those exact words.
Yeah.
In fluent English.
Yeah. So, both episodes of Build and Kyuranger this week involve lions and end with a "he's alive" moment.
He's alive.
Are they using all the same writers?
So we end both episodes on cliffhangers like that, and now we have to wait 2 more weeks. Well, one more week technically.
We're fine. Really?
Maybe.
Flying.
Who doesn't like golf anyway?
They also had flying monsters because
the Kyurangers, they obviously prefer pool.
Because Krang kind of flew. Didn't Krang fly? I don't remember.
I guess.
I mean,
yeah, because he flew
I
around
don't watch.
and
I don't watch
beams
Ninja Turtles.
Man,
oh yeah. He flew around, and then Garu used the Zord leg to kick him out of the sky somehow.
Yeah.
Nice one, Caesar. But I won't be outdone. You can shoot lasers. Cool. I can slightly touch this guy.
Caesar, I won't let you have Lucky. He's mine. And then Caesar just looks at him like, "What the fuck are you talking about, dude?"
But the one thing that I'm wondering is, if we're still taking week breaks from the shows every year, what the fuck was the point of the time change?
Because people aren't getting up early anymore.
They have to wait to play the golf now.
Yeah.
That's because they're not hardcore fans enough.
But just thought of something. I kind of wish, and Caesar can't talk.
The challenge Dragon Ball.
There's a moment and Garu.
I mean, thinking about it, with the Ryukyu Tama, they are kind of challenging Dragon Ball.
Back off! It's all like, back off, Caesar.
You got 7 Dragon Balls. We got 1, and it granted its 1 wish.
I don't even like Lucky. Lucky's a piece of shit. Okay, I fucking hate him.
Hey, fuck you.
No, it's Caesar.
Updating our Kyuranger Yosha Lucky count, there were 6 this week, counting the ones uttered by Mr. Gia, which brings our total up to 261.
Yosha Lucky.
So what are you gonna have by the end of the year? More Pokemon or more Yosha?
More Pokemon.
It depends.
Oh my god, he's gonna clone himself and have one of him on every planet to do the finisher.
I was gonna say, it depends if he uses Gemini again.
Please.
No. I think after that they were like, "No, Lucky, do not touch Gemini again." We all have to wear hearing aids now because of that.
FaZecore is saying the entire planet will go Yosha Lucky, and I swear to God, if that happens, I'm gonna flip my fucking keyboard because I will not be able to keep counting.
No, not the whole planet. Everyone in the galaxy will say it.
I mean, he did say that one time to Yukage, and the entire galaxy is your enemy.
But
oh God, wait, that's how it's gonna end. The entire galaxy is gonna fire some kind of laser at Don Armage, who's gonna be like some super
from
giant.
every direction, in every direction.
From every direction, in every direction, and they're just gonna and everyone's gonna yell out at the same time, Yosha Lucky.
God damn it, I hope not.
I mean, Ichi, we could just go by Earth standards and say everyone has like 7 to 8 billion. Then you just have to count the planets.
Let's see.
Which is 7.
End of Kyuranger Yosha Lucky count. 7,261,000,000.
700 kajillion billion thousand. That's not a real number. Fuck you.
There has been a Mugen.
Mugen Yosha Lucky.
Just like an image of the Yosha Lucky counter just rapidly increasing, and then just the glass shatters and it just changes to the infinity symbol.
The Nebula glass.
I think that's what the episode title is. Nebula glass.
Phase, it's sweet that you think we can do actual math.
Yeah. Alright, let's get on to our feature topic and get this shit out of the way.
Featured topic.
Okay. What the hell was that?
This was
10 minutes.
MiniForce.
I mean, I saw a couple episodes, but it's just... What?
Now, hear
They
me
spend...
out. I just really like their suits.
I like the show too.
My reason
I just
for
don't
watching
understand why they're 6 inches tall.
Because
it's mini.
Yeah, the kids.
So the toys are 1-to-1 scale. They'll sell better.
They're also $300 on eBay for the fucking weapon.
Yeah, I want that fucking sword. That sword's awesome.
I thought it was a bow.
It's all of
it's a sword, a bow, a gun, and a
a
machine gun.
Gun blade bow. Anyway,
it's all. I thought it was a bow.
I think all the show's budget went to making the really nice models for the suits and Zords. So much so that they just reused the same footage and put it in new backgrounds.
Yeah, like I remember in one of the episodes, it's like, this fight scene looks very familiar to the last episode's fight scene.
And they're and they're all always in the same desert every episode.
I thought their village.
One episode had some green in it.
I thought their village Bluebell was Blue Ball for a second. I'm like, why is it called Blue Ball?
I just remembered
there's no reproduction allowed.
So it was episode 2. I was like, oh hey, those like toad guys couldn't make it to the door. My first note of episode 3, hey, the toads made it to the door this time.
They're learning. So it's like episode 2, and we've already got our evil 6th Ranger, Pascal. He hates MiniForce for some reason, but he wants to rule all the animals.
So did they forget to write episode 1 so we actually start from episode 2?
Actually, yeah. Why would you want to rule all animals? They're fucking animals. They don't do much.
Like, there's no establishing plot on why giant syndrome person whose name is 9 wants to rule the animals, B rule the world. Like any of this, none of this is explained. What else isn't explained, even up to episode 4, is who the fuck these little furry creatures are and why they're living with 2 human children.
And where are these 2 human children's parents, and why do they never say anything about all this extra small things to accommodate their mini house guests?
And like, do these animals not have their own bedroom because they're always hanging out in Susie's room?
And why does she want them to do her homework?
Because she's a lazy cunt!
And why was her homework Sudoku?
I know, right?
Because their teacher's a lazy cunt.
When I saw Pascal, was like, oh man, it's the chameleon from Rapunzel. What are you doing, evil?
I was gonna say, I thought he looked like a Mega Man X.
Yeah, right.
Also, anyone who wants, like, at least from Netflix, if you're gonna watch MiniForce, don't do the English dub.
Oh my god, Lane told me that it was like so terrible, so I watched episode 1 with the dubbed.
Wait, the
dub
Korean
version.
dub was an option?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it! I sat through Headmaster's level of dubbing.
But it's I wouldn't say it's bad enough that it loops around to being good, but it's bad enough that it's funny.
It's no ghost stories, okay?
Well, yeah, that's because Ghost
It's
Stories,
so bad.
they just winged
it's still
it.
bad.
Uh-huh.
Like, Volt has the worst voice ever for his character.
Yeah,
Does anyone know what Animal Pink is supposed to be? She's the only one I couldn't
Cat.
figure out.
It's a cat.
she's a cat.
I wasn't
Cat.
sure.
Yeah.
Volt is a squirrel, Sammy is bird, Max is a bear, and Lucy is cat.
I thought
Hey,
Max
who's
was a
the
beaver.
bear? What's with the big buck teeth?
Why is
Looks like a bear.
Volt? Why is
He's
Volt?
a-
Yeah, but
he's a
his
squirrel.
belt emblem
He
is a
is-
beaver face.
He is squirrel. He is other squirrel.
Moose
The main
and squirrel!
Why is Volt like the main ranger?
Please let the show have a Moose Ranger.
Sammy, because Sammy's red.
He'll be one of the
Why?
fucking robot masters, because the way this show goes from episode 1 to 4, it looks like there's going to be more of them.
Oh, I just remembered it. So like the end of episode 2 was like, oh, the monster was defeated. I'm gonna give you the power of darkness. It's like, wait, he's normal sized now?
Make my monster grow!
Why was
Also,
why was
They were shooting poison gas, and they were getting very concerned. They had
Activate
an
air filter! Fuck this show! Fuck this
Oh,
show!
we're gonna die if we don't
Why
find a way
couldn't
to
they
get
just
this.
activate the air filter right away, too? Why did they have to wait
Exactly.
till they
Like,
almost
oh,
died?
we're gonna die if we don't get this poison gas out of the air. Air filter, got it.
okay? Though seriously, though,
Also, they were saying, oh, the robots are getting damaged by the poison gas. What?
It's Nebula glass, that's all.
It's Nebula
Glass?
gas!
You're gonna turn into Smash.
This
why is blue? The
Maybe
main
these
character?
4 are the MiniForce rejects that are too stupid to do their job.
No,
Also,
it's more
oh,
like
we're gonna fight this giant monster. Summon the power of Hot Wheels.
it's more
No,
like
they're
these,
clearly Transformers.
yeah, and as for like the MiniForce who fucked up, it's more like these are the only ones who's left because everyone else quit and became evil. Maybe
Well,
the
okay.
boss of MiniForce is just a fucking asshole, and they all left because
He's
they hate
just a
him.
hologram.
Am I the one who gets Star Fox vibes from their leader?
Oh no, absolutely.
Why is
Good
the Blue
luck.
Ranger the main character? Should be
Because
red.
Koreans like blue.
Hey, I'm
Trigger-
not complaining. I like blue.
Blue is the favorite
Yeah.
color of 40% of the planet.
What?
Would
I
like
saw
blue.
something before that's like, oh, fun facts about random colors. Blue is the favorite color of the majority of the planet at 40%.
Yeah, because
Okay.
planet's made out of water. That's not what. No.
That's what I thought.
So
Welcome
like,
to YOLO facts.
one
of the
thing,
day,
well,
guys.
one thing all of us guests have in common: we all got an F in math.
Yeah.
so the one
And
thing I
yeah.
noticed during episode 2, like, so Pascal gives one of his Juggertoad mook fuck faces the power of darkness, and like then after they defeat him, Pascal like goes over and taps him, and they both out of the fucking battlefield. And my immediate thought was, wait, where's the other one?
He booped him back home.
He instant translocated. He just like
Wait, did anyone watch episode 1?
I watched.
I'd watched it before.
I watched the dub right before I watched
Oh,
the
hey,
subbed versions of episodes
before
2, 3,
mention-
and 4.
Pointed out Blue's Clues as well.
Yeah. So I just want to say
So-
that. With
Does anyone know why the evil MiniForce dude pretended to be the blue one other than Cliffhangers?
who Pascal?
Because fuck it.
Because he's evil. Okay, who cares?
Yeah,
He's
there
like,
really
I'm
was
all-
no reason for that.
Well,
Purely cliffhanger bait.
It's kind
Oh,
of my catchphrase. Because
no.
fuck.
You know what that did confirm though? It confirms that everyone in like the MiniForce scene, like the MiniForce and Pascal and the Juggertoads, they're all fucking tiny, even while transformed. Because you look at Pascal standing on Syndrome's desk. I'm calling him Syndrome because he looks like Syndrome. And he's still fucking tiny, but he's like trying to be threatening while a full-sized human is standing there.
I'm going to take over the world. You are a foot tall.
The suits are cool, but my only problem is really with Pascal's suit and maybe the Toad's, but I've noticed this on Pascal more, is that his eyes are so bad. Like not the actual eyes themselves, like the helmet eyes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Click on it. And I'm like, no.
I like the
Why?
suit.
Come on.
But
I just remembered in the episode they're just like, what's this guy? He looks like a fucking lizard. Like, he is a lizard. Oh.
I did giggle at that.
What do you think he is?
I am a woman.
Sorry for making bestiality jokes during Kyuranger. Now let's make more.
Yeah.
I am 100% man, and
Hey,
this
Susie.
man's got something to say to you.
With animals, Susie, huh?
The one thing that makes me laugh constantly throughout these
Oh my.
episodes is how they try and amuse us with the plot of the MiniForce hanging out with their human owners, and like in the middle of every episode of whatever they're doing, they get the call from work and just fuck off.
Yeah, I just
kids
remember, like,
to fucking deal with their mess.
episode 3, it's just like, hey, I need to do my homework. No, please? Oh, fine, I'll do it. I'm gonna stay here with Volt. My initial reaction, like, Catgirl wants the D.
Oh,
And
no,
then-
absolutely.
Squirrel nuts.
And then Max says, I'll help too. Like, he also wants the D.
Oh,
And then
wow.
he passes
And
out.
then it's just like, well, fine, if you don't want to help, you're just an idiot. Like, I am the king of homework.
And then, like, the next scene, Max is passed out because he got the D.
I am
Yeah.
I am the king of homework. I can do this in a minute. It's like finally end of the episode, like, hey, they didn't do anything.
Get it? Because Sammy's Falco.
Ha.
He's the
Actually,
cool guy.
maybe he was maybe Volt was originally blue. Maybe he was originally red, and Sammy was blue. Except they got copyright striked
I don't know.
because
And
of
Max
the Falco.
Max is
But yeah,
So
like-
they're like, fuck it, swap the colors.
and Max
Yeah, in
is
episode
really
2,
good.
there's like the whole thing of like, oh, we're gonna race to see if they have to clean up or not, because that's apparently an ongoing theme, is whether or not the children has to clean their faces before they eat din-dins. And like in the middle of the race, they bail to go fight a monster, and not only is the race not resolved, but we never come back to that. Like, I know this is the B plot, the human plot, and it doesn't fucking matter, but like, show some fucking consistency. Respect
They're
your own
still
fucking
there,
plots.
waiting for them to return to find out who has to clean up.
At least in episode 3, when the episode ended, you see Susie come back to her room and go, "Oh no, they didn't do my homework." Like, I wouldn't call
Oh
that a
no!
satisfying
These
conclusion.
animals didn't do my homework.
Oh no, Susie.
I would
Susie.
love to see her go to school next day. Miss, why didn't you do your homework? Because my pets wouldn't finish it for me. They said they would.
The dog ate it.
I
You
tried
don't
to
have
get my
a
dog my homework, but they wouldn't do it.
Look,
The squirrel said he would do it for me.
I have animal slaves, and they become Power Rangers, and they won't do my homework.
The dog ate my homework, but it was on an iPad. They ate my iPad.
You should get that checked out. That thing was full of Nebula glass.
Joke. It's with back to Kyurangers. Like, Lucky, where's your homework? Caesar ate it.
Caesar's a robot, Lucky. Also, he's 2 inches tall.
Shut up.
He nibbled at it bit by bit. It took like 2 hours.
I know, that's why it's so lucky.
He gummed at it.
He shot it with his ass laser.
And then Garu's like, Lucky, I'll eat your homework for you.
And whatever else you want me to eat.
God damn it.
Lucky,
I
I was
have
watching
no
you sleep,
gag
and I just so
reflex.
happened to notice that you had morning wood. I took care of that for you.
That explains the mess.
I like to catch. Lucky, to put it this way, I want to catch your stick.
But mom,
Yo,
spider
lucky.
mom was good.
So episode 4 is about fortunes, and like he starts getting afraid of everything round, but it turns out to be yesterday's horoscope. Hijinks!
Oh, that's comedy gold.
And then we get introduced to Evil Ranger number 2, Pio the Scorpion, who sounds a lot like Bloodstark.
Who looks even
Yeah,
more
at that point, I was
like a Mega Man X
oh
villain.
hey, a bunch of balls. It's a Kyuranger MiniForce crossover. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Fortunes? This is a Kyuranger crossover.
Ultra Fortune.
Pascal and Pio are basically Night Rogue and Bloodstark.
Yeah. Oh, and with all actually my initial reaction after all the rings started flying in. No, they don't be upset. They're just making rings for you to collect. You're Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Squirrel Horde.
I just love that when they transform, it just says Pyonshin, because apparently that's the Korean word for henshin.
They just, in the English version, they just poorly say transform.
So where do the evil MiniForce dudes get their things from?
I don't know. They were just so stupid to not take the powers away from them when they locked them up.
I was gonna say, I think the idea is they were like former MiniForce agents who just fucked off and took their powers with them, and no one did anything about it.
Well, I mean, if that one
Lizard Boy was captured and he broke out, I think.
Yeah, if that one picture they showed of him with any indication, they locked him up and didn't take away his freaking powers.
At least I don't think we talked about this.
They just locked him up, chained him to the wall with his powers still intact.
Also, yeah, the show doesn't have the smartest writing.
Oh, far from it.
I mean,
no one ever accused
Pio,
the
they
show
shot
of
him
having
once
good
and he
writing.
died.
Their mecha designs are terrible.
They're like,
I like blue and red.
Why does the bird have a fire truck?
I don't know.
Because
fire
trucks sell.
I just can't get over the fact that every time they summon the Turbo Zords, they get in them in car mode, they drive out and transform, and it's all big and flashy and time-consuming, and every single time they immediately go back into car mode.
Blue is fine. Red is okay. Yellow is okay. Pink is disgusting.
Honestly,
Pink is just a BW.
I genuinely cannot tell apart yellow and pink, but I do like blue and reds.
Yeah.
Well, yellow's a Humvee and pink is a woman's car.
Well, I mean in robot form.
Pio shoots them with fucking paralyzation things. It hits Volt, he gets a ring around him and he just can't move. And it's the other two and the other three and they go unconscious.
Yeah, and like he shoots the same paralysis ring around Pink and it vanishes immediately and she just goes down.
Yeah.
Blue
and something that I noticed right after that scene is Volt looking at the other ones like, "Oh God, guys!" And like he looks at the other two just normally, like, but when it goes to him looking at Pink or like whatever her name is,
Lucy.
Like he just looks at her and it's like the shot right in the center is just her ass. He's like, cat ass.
They want it.
That boy's trying to get himself some cat.
He's trying to get himself pussy in more ways than one.
I was gonna say someone say it because I don't want to.
Crap! Censor that, please.
Nope, leave
Not
it.
really.
And then the episode ends like all the rest of them. Fire the car meringue!
Yeah.
Every single time the robots try to do an epic pose, the thing, the freaking boomerang thing just flies down, like just latches onto the blue guy's chest, and he just like his leg just duck a bit. It's like, oh, well, that ruined the pose. Like, oh yeah, we're epic. They just land
I'm the only one who's
God,
they're waiting for the four robots to combine.
Right? Why isn't that a thing?
It does happen.
Oh, it does?
Don't they?
I watched ahead, like way ahead.
Kind of spoilers, but don't.
Now
Don't two of them
now I
combine?
have motivation to keep watching.
Tell me which episodes so I can skip ahead.
It's one involving a Black Ranger.
Ooh,
so there are more evil rangers too?
No.
I mean, okay, I don't want to spoil anything. Let's just say that transformation thing apparently that Pascal can do comes into play again.
Cool.
So it's fun if you're super bored.
If you have 13 minutes to kill and have nothing better to watch, and you really, really like Sentai, and like Toku in general, specifically Fies, because the suits scream Fies at me.
I would, but like
Oh wait,
If
I just
that's-
Or if you're
remembered.
drunk at 3 in the morning, it's on
If
Netflix.
you really
Before
want-
Volt can finally take out Pio, it's like, oh no, this circle is hurting me. It's not the circle, it's the fact that you're getting shocked constantly.
Yeah.
If you really like Toku, I'd recommend just watching Miraculous Ladybug instead.
If you really like Toku, I recommend watching it, dumbass.
It's good for Toku fans to Netflix and chill too.
Yeah.
It's just, wait, no, but then the Korean version is fine, but then it goes to the American version. If you let it automatically go, then it just automatically changes to the English version.
Oh yeah, you gotta manually
So
change
it's
it
just
every
like,
episode.
oh yeah, it's like, oh yeah, this is good. It goes to the other room for a while and it comes back and it's the English version. Oh god, no, my ears.
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah. So.
So cringy, it hurts.
All right. So that is our episode for the week. Thank you to everyone who joined me this week.
Oh, you're welcome, buddy.
I'm just happy to be here again.
I got to be on.
One-time thing.
Yeah. All right. So as always, the primary source of our hijinks is castranger.podbean.com. Don't forget to check out our Facebook group, facebook.com/RSCastranger. Tweet at us at Ixie Studios. Check out our merchandise. We had a sale on our merch this last week, and sales will keep happening, so keep an eye on that.
Yay.
Join our public Discord, and if you're a member of that, you can listen to live recordings of the show Friday nights and whenever the hell Ultra Ranger gets recorded, because fuck that. And, of course, please check out our Patreon and consider pledging to help us make the show better for you.
Yay.
Bye.
Bluecaster, thank you and good night. And we probably won't be here next week because since Toku's taking a break, I've been outvoted and the lads want to take a break from the show. So if we do have an episode next week, it'll probably be me again.
Already
with
had a break
maybe
this week.
more of these
They need
gentlemen.
another one.
I'll come back next week if you want. I'll do anything.
Anything, Ichi.
Did you just call him Ichi?
I shouldn't sleep tonight, should I?
Anything.
He'll be your
Put yourself
Garu.
on the face.
We'll
Does
be
that
the
hurt you?
Garu-
Do you
We'll be the
want
Garu
me
to
to hurt
your
you, Kevin?
lucky. Don't worry, we'll be the Garu to your lucky.
Now
We'll
I'll
watch-
untie the duct tape.
Oh no, Phase. I'm not tied up anymore. I'm magic.
Magic, man.
I got home. I went home
He's-
like 2
he's
hours
hentai
ago.
Kamen, so he was able to get himself out of the shibari.
I'm hentai. Yeah, I'm hentai Kamen. I just got 10 times more powerful when you tie me up.
Shit!
God.
You'll have to think of something else to subdue me.
Alright. We will see you maybe next week, maybe the week after. Thank you and good night!
Later, bitches.
Bye.
Boy.
Radio Sentai Castranger is brought to you by our generous patrons, Oliver Nilsson, and viewers like you.